Smells vinegary.
What was the Roman military's secret weapon to keeping soldiers healthy, energized, and ready to fight? Posca. It is a simple drink with a very short ingredient list, but it may have been one of the best resources for the Roman military. So what is the super drink of the Roman soldier? Now, it may be a bit different than what you would think. No, it is not some weird energy drink with a list of ingredients you need a PhD to understand, or even a beverage so caffeinated that you start to see colors. This is just a simple 3 to 5 ingredient drink. But really quick, if you could like and subscribe and leave me a comment on something else I should try out, that would be amazing. But let's get to that recipe. Here are the ingredients and supplies you will need for Posca. 4 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of honey, and mint. The herbs are optional here. You can use mint or other herbs. Now we're going to mix well and disintegrate all that honey into the mixture of water and vinegar, and then you can add your mint and let it steep over a decent amount of time. Once you've done that, you can let it strain and it's ready to drink. A simple recipe, but let's learn a little bit more about why this was so important to the Roman military. Posca also acted as a type of water purifier. Vinegar has natural antimicrobial properties. When mixed with dirty water, it can kill off some bacteria. That means Roman soldiers could drink from swamps, wells, or streams with less risk of dysentery and cholera, which in ancient warfare killed more men than swords did. Now, Posca is also acidic. Marching with heavy packs in hot climates, Roman soldiers lost a lot of salt and minerals fast. The acetic acid in Posca helps the body absorb minerals and rehydrate faster, just like a modern electrolyte drink. But this also may have served as a way to keep your mind sharp. Some studies suggest that acetic acid improves mental alertness and helps regulate blood sugar. This can be useful when you're doing a 20-mile march in sandals and iron armor. Now, the flavor of Posca is also not terrible, so it can make some of your bad rations a little bit better. Posca helped wash down the hardtack, which is bucculatum, the dry, tough bread carried by soldiers. It softened food and masked foul flavors. Posca was, in a way, Roman salad dressing for a survival ration. Now, it can also be used to boost morale and unity with the troops and commanders. Even emperors and generals were known to drink Posca to connect with their troops. A way to show solidarity. You suffer together, you drink together. You're one unit. But Posca was a drink of the people. It was readily available and affordable to the common person, soldier, and other low-class individuals. Whereas wine was more of an elite drink, reserved for occasions and the rich and high class of Rome.
The Posca smells vinegary. That's not bad. I don't hate that. It's even better. That's pretty good. Wow. Wow. Guess the Romans knew what they were doing. Not bad.
But you can see Posca in other places you may not have realized. Even early Christians would later reference it. According to the Gospel of John, Jesus is offered a sponge soaked in Posca while on the cross, held out on a hyssop stick by a Roman soldier. Now, maybe this moment is misrepresented as cruel, but it might actually have been a small act of mercy from a soldier, offering what little he had. But today we have similar drinks that exist, and some are even popular in health circles, like shots of apple cider vinegar. So the Romans, just like a lot of other great ideas, were ahead of the game on using vinegar as well. Today, Gatorade may help rehydrate you, but Posca built roads, insane siege structures, and an empire. Now, I hope you've learned a little bit about Posca and why it was such an essential piece of the Roman military, but this has been another experiment in history. If you have something you would like tested and tried, drop it in the comments and I'll give it a go. If you could subscribe and share, I would greatly appreciate it. But until next time, make something with your hands. Create something beautiful. See ya.